HTJ.tax, the international tax firm for 6, 7, and 8-figure investors and entrepreneurs who are living that international life. Are you ready?
Someone's asking, I intend to spend 1 year in the UK next year. If I work remotely for a company in LATAM or the US, Latin America, the US, should I have to pay any taxes in the UK or my home country? If so, why should I? That income is not from a US source. I'll be kind of a tourist to them. Okay. So I know that sometimes the tax rules seem counterintuitive and it's not how we would logically see things, but it is what it is, right? So in this case, the UK HMRC, which is like the IRS in the UK, so Her Majesty Revenue and Customs, they have something called a statutory residence test, right? So based on the number of days that you are in the UK, and there's a test. You can go to hmrc.gov.uk and you can do a test. You just answer a bunch of questions and they will spit out an answer. So based on that, if it says that you are tax resident, you are taxable on your worldwide income. I repeat, you're taxable on your worldwide income. Now, remember earlier we were speaking about Portugal with the NHR as a carve out on that. So a way of, being a little bit more tax efficient. The UK does have something like it. Where you're res non-dom or you're resident non-domicile. So you can be taxed on a remittance basis. So you can be taxed only income that is earned in the UK as opposed to something that's earned outside of the UK. And you may have seen that somewhere as you do your searches, but that really is designed for investment income, not for earned income, because, you are exercising this you're working in the US, even though you're working for someone that's outside, or in the UK, even though you're working for someone outside of the UK, you're performing those services in the UK. And if you're a tax resident in the UK, you need to pay taxes on that, even if it's on a remittance basis, because it's being earned there. It's not investment income, it's earned income, right? So yes. Then your question is, well, how are they going to know, right? Well, technology, right? So if it is that you are there for an extended period of time where you trigger tax residence in the UK, and there's money is being wired back and forth using a credit card, whatever the case may be, HMRC can find out. They can. I would not mess with HMRC. I suggest that you speak with an UK accountant. And, if it is that you intend, so you're not yet in the UK, maybe there's an opportunity for tax planning. Maybe you can speak with, because once you're there and you trigger residence, it's probably kind of too late. But if it is that you plan to go, I think you should speak with a UK tax team and see if there's any way of optimizing your position. Because once the clock starts ticking and you trigger that residence, it's done, right? But we cannot, and I don't think again, like I said before, no qualified professional would, in this day and age, advocate. We live in the age of transparency. You have tax authorities that monitor social media of its residents, right? If you are playing fast and loose with the rules, they're going to figure it out.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.